No data, no problem. Zabu allows you to buy or sell securities on the Altex exchange from anywhere in Uganda via USSD. Step 1. To buy, dial *292#. Step 2. Select buy. Step 3. Select the product you would like to buy. For example, bonds. Step 4. Select your preferred maturity.
Welcome back, our viewers, from that short break. Well, we are back to give you insights on the Nigeria Stock Exchange, and it will be our last stock exchange to be discussed as of today and as of the rest of Africa. But as we go into these highlights, we want to update you on how eventful the activities on this stock exchange were. And Gloria, would you give us some insights on the Nigerian Stock Exchange?
Well, the Nigeria Stock Exchange is one of the big dogs in the top stock exchanges in Africa overall. And looking into the numbers, actually, we witnessed around 300 million traded shares changing hands in around 6,000 deals with a market value of over 4 billion Nigerian naira. So compared with the other day's trading session, we saw a 5% increase in volume, a 9% decrease in turnover, and an 8% decline in the number of deals. So what's your intake on this, Victor?
Well, it's interesting to note the increase in volume and suggesting a heightened level of activity in the market. We are seeing some progress within the Nigerian Stock Exchange. But however, let's not abandon the decline in turnover and deals, and these might indicate a more selective and cautious approach from investors. So it would be intriguing to actually explore what factors could be driving this dynamic.
Absolutely. And looking into the market's overall health, we can't ignore the market capitalization. It actually stands right now at 37 trillion Nigerian naira, which is a substantial figure, and it gives us sense that the market is actually active.
Indeed. Actually, market capitalization is a key indicator. It reflects total value of all listed equities. So it is remarkable to see that the Nigerian Stock Exchange is holding such a substantial value. And
shifting our focus to the individual equities, we have around 119 listed companies participating in today's trading volume. We have 19 gainers and 18 losers, while we have Guinea Insurance that led the gainers with 9.09% increase in their share price, closing at around 0.24 Nigerian naira per share. So what's your analysis, Victor, on the top gainers today?
Well, particularly I would want to shine light on Guinea Insurance, and it has a significant share price appreciation, so it is highly noteworthy, Gloria. So it would actually be interesting to look into the factors behind this surge, and additionally we're looking at Itana and Unity Bank. Let's not also forget Jay's Bank and also other performing entities within this market. So understanding the drivers behind these movements will provide valuable insights for investors, that's for sure.
And on the flip side, we have Computer Warehouse Group that faced the largest decline with around 10% decrease in their share price. We also have RT Broker and Africa Prudential. We also have FTA and Cocoa Processors that also experienced notable losses. So do you see any common trends among these?
It's worth investigating. It's worth investigating. Sometimes specific factors or market-wide factors can influence multiple companies simultaneously. For instance, is there a sector-wide challenge affecting these companies, or are these isolated incidents?
Good point, Victor. And now looking into the most traded stocks today, we have Wema Bank that took the lead with a trading volume of around 89 million shares. We also have Access Holdings, United Bank of Africa, Fidelity Bank. These volume leaders actually often provide a glimpse into the investors segment. So what's your take on today's trading volumes, Victor?
Well, the high volume of Wema Bank, Access Holdings, UBA and Fidelity Bank indicate significant investor interest. So these stocks are clearly on the radar, and understanding the factors as usual is very very crucial for investors looking into making informed decisions.
And moving on to the market indices, the Nigeria Stock Exchange All Share Index inched up by 27.11 points, close to around 67,000. It's actually interesting to see that it actually represents a 1 week gain of 0.38%, a 4 week loss of 0.77%, but an impressive year-to-date gain of 31.42%. So Victor, what's your analysis on this one?
Well, the all-share index year-to-date gain is certainly impressive. We will not outlook that. So it reflects the overall positive trend, and we have seen in the market this entire year that it surely does. But however, the short-term and medium-term fluctuations, as indicated by the 1 week and 4 week changes, raise questions. So are there specific events for factors driving these short and medium term movements?
And looking into the other notable indices, Victor, we have the Nigerian Top 50 Index, the Nigeria Top 30 Index, and the Banking Index, the Insurance Index, and the Oil and Gas Index. We have the Nigerian Pension Index, all displayed in varying degrees of movement. So each of these indices represents different sectors, and their performances can actually tell us about the overall health and direction of the market. So what stands out to you from these indexes?
Well, Gloria, the Nigerian Stock Exchange Banking Index is boasting a 67.78% year-to-date gain, and it is quite remarkable. But it would be beneficial to explore what's driving this performance within the banking sector particularly. But additionally, the Nigeria Stock Exchange Oil and Gas Index is also having an impressive year-to-date gain of 98.25%. So it is noteworthy that it could be indicative of broader trends in the energy sector.
Absolutely, Victor, and it's also clear to unpack from today's trading session. The market is dynamic, and understanding the underlying factors driving these movements, and it's essential for investors to actually look out for these informed decisions.
So as always, we encourage our viewers to stay tuned for in-depth analysis and of course expert opinions on factors shaping the financial markets. Knowledge is key, especially in the ever-changing financial landscape and the area of the stock market.
Interesting, Victor. So looking at today's trading volume that increased by actually 5%, and looking at its turnover and deals that declined, what could be the reasons behind this mixed trend in the market activity?
Well, the increase in trading volume suggests heightened activity, or possibly driven by increased investor interest. However, the decline in turnover and deals could indicate a more cautious approach, with investors being selective in their trades. So factors such as economic factors, global markets, or economic indicators, we are looking at global market trends and specific corporate events. All these may influence the mixed trend.
And looking at Guinea Insurance, that led the gainers by a 9.09 share price increase. What factors could have contributed to such a significant boost in their market surge?
So, examining Guinea Insurance's recent developments, financial reports, and any industry-specific news could provide insights. So, it is possible that the company announced positive earnings and strategic partnerships, or other factors that boosted investor confidence. So, understanding the specific catalysts behind the share price appreciation is crucial for investors considering the stock.
And looking down, we see that Computer Warehouse Group actually faced a 10% decline in their share price. Are there any common trends, Victor, among the top losers, such as the wide sector challenges, or is it just isolated indices?
Well, investigating the top losers involves looking into the specific circumstances of each company. Common trends among them may actually indicate sector-wide challenges. We're looking at economic factors or broader market trends. So in this case, analyzing the financial health and recent announcements and industrial conditions of Computer Warehouse Group and other losers can actually provide a comprehensive understanding of the reasons behind their share price decline.
Interesting. And when we look back at Wema Bank, it actually recorded the highest trading volume. What factors could have been driving the higher investor amount in Wema Bank, and how does this impact the overall market segment aside from the other equities?
Well, Gloria, the high trading volume in Wema Bank suggests strong investor interest. So potential factors contributing to this interest could include positive financial results. We're looking at strategic initiatives and market speculation. So analyzing Wema Bank's recent activities and the broader economy also comes in context, and it will help in understanding the implication of its high trading volume on overall market sentiment.
Thank you for those insights, Victor. And looking at the Nigerian all-share index that showed a one-week gain of 0.38%, but a four-week loss of 0.77%. What factors could have been responsible for the short-term fluctuations of the market index?
Well, short-term fluctuations in the all-share index may be influenced by factors as well, and we're looking at something that affects the market at large. We're looking at all these factors that involve analyzing news and events during the past week or month. We're looking at policy changes. We're looking at helping to identify the specific drivers behind the short-term movements. All these are carried in one basket, and they can help you to understand the factors that are responsible. And of course, this is supposed to help you to know your next move, particularly with the trading. But the Nigerian Stock Exchange Banking Index has a remarkable year-to-date gain of 67.78%. So, Gloria, what could be driving the strong performance in the banking sector, and what are the potential implications for these investors?
Well, looking at the exceptional year-to-date gain in the Nigerian banking index, it could have been attributed by positive developments in the banking sector. Factors such as interest rate changes, regulatory decisions, or strong financial performance from banks could be influencing this trend. So investors could actually explore the specific drivers behind the banking sector performance and also make informed decisions and also assess potential implications of their portfolios.
Well, in this case, the Nigeria Stock Exchange Oil and Gas Index has a year-to-date gain of 98.25%. What factors as well would you think are contributing to the significant increase? And actually, how might it be reflective of broader trends in the energy sector?
Well, the impressive year-to-date gain of the Nigerian Oil and Gas Index could be linked to factors such as the rising oil prices, increased demand for energy, or positive developments in the oil and gas industry. So analyzing global trends, geopolitical events, and company-specific news within the sector could provide insights into the factors driving the performance of the company and also help investors understand the broader trends of the market and the energy sector. So thank you for joining us today as we're analyzing the stock market performances. This is the Financial Markets Together with me, Nampija Gloria Christine, and
Victor Chiveru.
See you next time.